so pretty.
You know what? This is interesting. I got to ask you something, Shirley. Okay.
Big girls don't cry.
Let me ask you something, Shirley. How long has this snowball effect of being able to, and I call it enrichment of those who can enrich themselves, in the rubber band world where it's really tight and it's somewhat controlled and everybody reaches the benefits like the old days of healthcare to some extent. And the rubber band stretched, called credit, leveraging what you don't have yet.
Wow.
That's been going on for how long, would you say? Just give me an approximate. You don't have to be exact, because I'm not exact.
I'm going to go back to probably when they allowed banking.
50 years?
No. I'm going to tell you when it really changed. It changed when banks stopped closing at 3 and 5. Banks used to close at 3. Mm-hmm. Banks were not open on the weekend. When technology advanced, the mismanagement of personal funds commenced. Because adults are like little children in grown bodies. And so when you allow a child to get very creative financially, I used to work in banking, so people would write checks knowing that that check by Monday is going to hit, and they would time themselves and say, okay, I know if I write it Monday, I'll get the Friday, I'll get it in by Monday, I can cover myself. Well, you know, technology pulls it out within the hour, and people weren't prepared for that. And yet the banking was still using the laws of their protection on the longer aspect of it, knowing that they pull the money out. So to answer your question, I think when technology came into place, when banks, you remember when banks would close at 3 o'clock, banks would close at 5 o'clock, you couldn't get cash advances. I remember when my son was little, I said, baby, we don't have any more money. We got to get home. He says, yes, we do. Go to the machine. Put the card in. It'll come out with cash. He didn't really understand the process of withdrawal funds and banking accounts because he was little. So, you know, adults are the same way. They just think it's an ATM machine. And if my account becomes overdrawn, I have self-gratification at that time.
It's immediate gratification because once you pull that money out, you actually say this is the money that I've earned already, but it's not the money you've earned already.
No, you haven't.
Cases, so.
No, and that's part of now. Let me, you know, my job is to bring out the conspiracies. You know, I'm the radical. You know, many of us feel that this whole movement toward a credit-based economy was a conspiracy. The U.S. used to be on the gold standard, where you actually had something to actually back up your money. And most of you, let's put it like this: I've been through college, post-grad. I still don't understand the Federal Reserve System. Americans need to understand that their money system is banked up by a private enterprise called the Federal Reserve System, which is owned by some people. Do you know
China?
Do you know who they are?
Chinese people.
You know who owns
I think China.
But you don't know. I'm out of that one too. But
I'm out of that one too.
But I'm saying this whole issue of Americans, you have the government that operates on credit. You have people that operate on credit. So now we have a mentality that encourages everyone, including the government, to live above and beyond our means.
That's true.
That's right.
Beyond our means and beyond our lifestyle. And because it's lifestyle living, people become indulgent. People are more overweight. People do not do more physical and emotional things to keep themselves healthy. Healthcare does not just resolve in physical health. It resolves in mental health. That's why they do have classes like yoga and Tai Chi, Taekwondo and Tai Chi, if I'm saying it wrong. But just things that are very relaxing. Exercising, eating healthy, communicating with people. Maybe just talking about life, going to the beach, going to the park. This is all in healthy lifestyle living. But if we're not focusing on healthy lifestyle living, why was there not a bill implemented by this president that would have been a positive bill that would have been easily supported by the Republicans if it had to deal with maintaining a better healthy lifestyle versus the bill that goes after cutting and killing and destroying and reconstructing in such a manner that it's a whirlwind. It's just taking you through that black hole.
Well, we're going to fund the insurance companies. Say that in the beginning. See, that's my thing. President Obama, I'm still pissed off the people that you already helped.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm pissed off that you helped the banking industry. I'm pissed off that you bailed out the auto industry.
That's right.
I'm pissed off at all those. And when I say I'm pissed off America, I wanted that money to go to the workers. I said that. So when I said, I didn't say that I didn't want to help. I said, forget these institutions. If you can't survive, you're supposed to go under. That's the natural order of things. That proves you're not worth surviving.
Right.
Let's help those workers adapt. So I was trying to help you, the people out there who getting victimized by this stuff.
Preach.
But they didn't want to help you.
No.
You are a collateral damage. to the system. Okay, your collateral damage.
So you know what? Let me figure this out. It comes back down to personal responsibility. It sounds.
Oh
like.
well, always, because no matter what government, see, that's the part Shirley and I agree. Even us radical leftists and the hip hop Republicans know there's a group of people out there we can't help. We can't help you because you don't want help.
Right.
You just want to act a fool.
Oh, you just want to act a fool.
You just want to act a fool.
They're not even. There's no logic involved with this.
I can't support all your foolishness.
And you have no logic. Do you know why? You've not read the bill.
Yeah.
You've not taken the time because it says Republican. You all know whatever President Obama's God, whatever he states happens. Okay, then your life is still affected by it. You in the urban communities, again, because you continue to vote these people in office who are going to support this bill. Because you're trusting them. And then in your trust of what they've done for you, look at your communities. Go outside today with new eyes and new mindset. Look and see how clean your streets are compared to other parts of your states, other parts of the cities that you don't like that's going on. Because you sat back and you didn't do anything. You allowed your local congressmen and senators to live their wealthy lifestyle. They've got the best health care plan out there for themselves. Is that right, Mario? I mean,
that's
think about your congressmen, and some of them look great. How is it that Senator Byrd can live to be 92 years old and serve over 52 years in Congress? Oh my God, some of you guys can't even stand straight that long.
It seems like the more asshole you are, the longer you live, like Strom Thurmond and Jesse Helms. Some of these sons and I noticed I named one from each party. You know that? Strom Thurmond and Jesse Helms, but aren't they the same person?
Well, there you go. I'm going to leave that one alone, but that is true. I mean, here we are, Republicans. We know if your time is up, your time is up. We are not bipartisan when it comes to not being able to do your job well. If you're a Republican or Democrat and your time is up, it's time to go. We need to vote you out.
Can I ask you a question? I know it's a hard one. I'm not looking for an answer because I think some things are very simple. Well, you already have a tide that's changed, and the tide has always moved over to what I call corporate governance. And that may mean political.
Right, that makes sense.
All right,
yes.
Corporate governance. Now, you're not going to switch this over immediately. Obama really can't change it that drastically. Okay, so the first thing someone should do, political or not, as an individual, should be do what? First, personal management, or take more responsibility. The second step, I know you always say, get involved, right? Now, how do you affect what they call massive change? And for me, I always say it takes almost a godlike thing to happen to change what's happening right now.
Massive change. Okay. I'll address the massive change, but you did say something in your speech. You said that, Obama can't make things happen that fast. Obama has already said with this new addendum that Mario had referred to the site, big government, it states in there he's going to be able to make a decision on getting this through or not. So that's a really fast movement that if it doesn't go through one way, he's going to make it happen another way. And then the government's already playing chess by saying, if you get this bill through, the local states are not going to support it, and we're going to counterreact, and we're going to do a lawsuit against you. So there's a game going on. It's called chess. Before I called it poker, which means people would say, I can get you a house. You ain't got to show us your credit. You don't have to show us you have a job. You don't have to show us that you are where you want to be. We're just going to get you the house. That's called poker. I can't see your hand. You can't see mine, but we're going to make it a flush. We're going to make it a full house. Well, those games are over because I've got to be able to see your cards. And I'm telling you, President Obama is playing chess. We can see it now. We can print it out. We can see what the government's doing, and we have to get involved. Now, to answer your second part of your question, and the bottom line is it's a baby step of just picking up a phone. It's a baby step of going online. You're watching this online. You're an interactive community group of social bloggers. You are a different generation and genre of people. You can interact and touch more people than calling somebody on the phone or texting them or texting them online. You can start blogging and calling. Blog, call. If you say, I can't call right now, I'm at work, you got to sneak a opinion over to your congressman. Do it in the blog. Do it in an email. Email your congressman. Go online, find out who your local congressman and your senator is. Find out what district you live in. And remember, you need it on the federal level, not your state level. So you need to find out who your U.S. senator is. Okay?
Yeah, Shirley's right. Get involved. In other words, we use critical situations as motivating points. And I think, unfortunately, it has to get down to where it's so bad that people really get out there and respond. But these issues.
Why do we have to always wait till something gets bad?
I don't know. It's just
the same
nature.
thing I said with the health care.